Hello dear friends, I'm here again to have another exciting video together, and this time we will learn a very important software called GNS3, a simulator or emulator software which you will be able to set up any network. I emphasize any infrastructure and any network, so that you can easily do and practice your various exercises in the field of networking, operating systems, firewalls, cyber security or information security, etc. Well, we will learn it quickly and completely. Well, what about GNS3? GNS3 is free software. I said it's a simulation or emulator software that used by many large companies, including NASA, AT&T, and so on, for network operational, for example, exams or any exercises about the technologies. Well, GNS3 is free software, open source software, no monthly or yearly license fees. You don't have any limitation on number of devices supported. It depends on CPU and memory. It depends on your hardware resources. Supports multiple switching options. For example, you can have layer 2 switch, layer 3 switch with this module. Keep in mind that, please. ESW16 and VIR iOS VL2 switch, VL2 softwares. Support all VIRL images. I will describe about VIRL. Let me say here, Cisco Virtual Internet Routing Lab, abbreviated in VIRL, is a software tool Cisco developed to build and run network simulations without any need for physical hardware of Cisco devices. VIRL provide the scalable, extensible network design and simulation environment using the VM or virtual machine or virtual based iOS. With VIRL, it has many advantages. For example, it's official Cisco image. It runs on most of computers. Flexible installation options. It can be installed on VMware ESXi, VMware Workstation Pro or Workstation Player in any operating systems. And it has automated configuration. Can assign IP addresses to the nodes automatically when they launch and boot. Community support by developers and others. Well, and another advantage of GNS3 is support multi-vendor environments. You can simulate Cisco devices, for example, Juniper, for example, Cisco many devices, not just routing and switching, for example, Cisco ASA firewalls and so on. And many mikrotik and many vendors supported in GNS3. Can be run with or without hypervisors. Supports both free and paid hypervisors, for example, VirtualBox, VMware, ESXi, and so on. Downloadable, free, pre-configured. It's very nice and powerful software for simulation. Native support for Linux without the need for additional visualization software. Software from multiple vendors, freely available, and large and active community. More than 800,000 members are in its community. And what about download? You can download in two types. First, for local use, and second, for virtual machine. Well, you can install GNS3 locally on your computer, or you can install by VM or on the virtual machine. In addition, you can use remotely. It's the third type of the installation, but because commonly many of people uses these two types, so I just said and typed just these two items. I use commonly not always. I use always as locally. I install GNS3 as locally, and if you don't have any problem for CPU and memory, it is very good item to use it locally. But if you have good and powerful servers that provide complete and enough hardware resources for CPU and memory, you can install and run virtual machine of GNS3 on that, and then connect to that virtual machine through web server or web page, and configure and use that. Okay, in case of local, you will need Wireshark with its built-in software such as PCAP. Keep in mind to install any items that GNS3 maybe wants during the installation, and you need virtual machine if you want use GNS3 under the virtual machine. If you want use it as locally, just install GNS3 and its prerequisite softwares and binded softwares that maybe it will ask you. So there is two links for download, the local and the virtual machine. Let's look at these two items closely. So this is two links. The first one is download links or download page for using local, and the second one is for VM. As you can see, it is available for Windows operating system, Mac operating system, and Linux. You can easily download or use install guide, and this is the virtual machine provided built-in and provided and installed in the virtual machine GNS3 for VirtualBox, vmware, vmware ESXi, and Microsoft Hyper-V. I don't use virtual machine because my computer operating system, my computer CPU and memory is enough. CPU is Core i7 HQ, and my memory is 16 gigabyte. Less than 16 gigabyte is okay. I think it will be work easily with 8 gigabyte, or maybe less than it, at least 4 gigabyte memory. I think it will be enough. Well, let me come back to the slide. Well, this is a sample of GNS3 environment. You can use computer, layer 2 switches, layer 3 switches, and many other items. This is very simple view for GNS3, and going to laboratory. I installed before starting the video production, so let me start. When you start the GNS3, sit behind and wait. Just wait. You will see another, this one. Look at this. You will see local server that you should allow to run completely without any confusing system or any make more process on systems to run and reach this point. Okay, you need to specify project name and project path. No problem. For example, I set project 1 2024, for example, and the path is not important. Okay, Well, the first item you should configure is adding iOS or operating systems for switches or routers or any other devices maybe you want use in your laboratories, in your lab manuals. And you should go to menu edit and preferences. You need this one, iOS router. I don't have any items here. Well, I click new and select which type of routers or switches I need to configure. For example, I pass this one, select new image and browse. You should download before the GNS3 installation the iOS or operating systems may be used in your GNS3. I downloaded iOS official image and ISOs. Commonly, I uses in my GNS3 configuration iOS C 3660 or 3640 as layer 3 switch. I use these iOS for making layer 3 switch, and for router I use these models 3745 or 7200 or 7200. Well, now I want to add the layer 3 switch, so I select this one 3660. Okay, go next. Ask you the name and platform and chassis. Don't change. This is the default RAM needed for this device. Check for minimum and maximum RAM requirements if you need. Next, this is the slots for putting your required modules. For default, by default, it has two FE, two fast Ethernet ports. Okay, I can go to slot 1 and select, because I want to this device be a layer 3 switch. I will require more ports for switch, for example 16 switch port. So I want to select 16 nm-16 ESW, or maybe I select one Ethernet, 4 Ethernet, and any other one fast Ethernet. This is enough. If I need more ports, I can select again this another module. This will be the layer 3 switch with 32 switch modules. Next, idle PC we will describe later in networking or any other courses. We don't need to describe at this point, because it is not it cannot be good describable or considerable at this time. Finish. My device added to this. Okay, to this point. Another, I need a router, new image, browse, and 3745 model router, and I accept another fast Ethernet, for example. Next, this is the WAN interface card. On the router you can add WAN interface card for WAN communications. For example, WIC2T for 2 items, WIC2T for to be have 4 WAN interface card. Next, and finish. This is the router. Okay, apply. Okay, I don't need into any other items now. I will describe these in the next videos or during some courses. We will learn how we can configure GNS3 quickly and working properly. Well, okay, if I select this one, look at this, we can see my 2 devices added to here. Well, I need, for example, running some simple network simulated by GNS3. First of all, I'm going to here. Some devices are built in. For example, Ethernet switch, NAT switch, VPCS, and ATM switch and others. Ethernet switch, the layer 2 switch is not required for adding any devices. It is built in and it's here by default. This is switch and virtual PC, another one. And I'm going to here layer 3 switch, for example, put it here, and this is the router. This icon means router, so I want to be this layer 3 switch, so need to change its symbol. Click right click that and change symbol. Wait to check the local host service. Custom symbols or classic is good. I need multi-layer switch. Okay, switch, maybe this not work. Let me check. Layer 3, invalid name detected. Okay, no problem. I will change it later. So we want to connect these items together. Well, I'm going and select the connection item, this one, and click on PC, Ethernet 0, connect to switch Ethernet 0, layer 2 switch, connect again from another virtual PC to another port of switch layer 2, again click on switch layer 2 from another port and click on switch layer 3, fast Ethernet, for example, 0/0, and again click on this one and click to one of fast Ethernet ports, not serial, these are WANs, fast Ethernet ports on router 2 or our routers. Well, if you see at this point, at this legend, you can see all items except switch layer 2 are stopped and don't run, because except switch layer 2 device, all other device maybe runs manually. So I can click right click on router and start. This will start. Switch layer 3, right click, start. VPC, right click, start, and this start as well. Okay, look at another items for and start for configuring switch. This is a layer 2 switch. Right click and configure for layer 2 switch. On layer 2 switch, just on layer 2 switch, its configuring is very simple, because you have some ports. You can add additional ports by this one, add additional ports, and make your switch with more ports. Okay, and you can select each port and define what type of this port functionality. This is access for connecting the switch port to the end user, for example, to the computer or server, or .1Q for trunking. You will learn, if you don't any information about these items I say, you will learn in Cisco videos that I publish again and again, and commonly 3 or 4 videos in a week. In each week you will learn in CCNA course. I recommend that attend in that course. And Q&Q for quality of service or QoS. So you can define each port contains which VLAN and connected to which VLAN or assigned to which VLAN. Just this, not any other items need here. Apply or okay, because this is started, we cannot any change now. Okay, no problem. And how we can use these items? The switch layer 2 is don't have any console, or you cannot use any console about that, because it just these items you can just define the port numbers and port VLANs that has been contained or has been connected to that, and type of each port, access or trunk. But other items can be work by console. For example, the router, right click on that and select the console. Well, this is my router. Show run, for example. Keep in mind, the GNS3 is not simulator, it is emulator. You will have complete, any items, any capabilities, any capabilities that are in each iOS, you will have and you will access to all of items, all of capabilities in this area, because it is emulator and runs Cisco or any other vendors operating systems completely really in this area. So it is very complete, and you can do it and configure any items that operating systems that operating system provides. Well, I close that. For this time, let me enter again on router, console, configure to show run. Fast Ethernet 00, I think it is connected to that one. Let me check. Fast Ethernet 00, yes. Configure terminal, interface fast 00, IP address 10.1.1.1, subnet mask 255 24 bits, and no shutdown, and okay. Well, but let me delete the layer 3 switch, we don't need at this time, and connect directly layer 2 switch to the router. Well, and going to configure virtual PCs, right click and then select console. Well, right click again on this one. If you want get help, you can use this character for getting help for ARP, clear, DHCP and other items. For example, I want to set the IP address IP 10.1.1.2/24 bits of subnet mask, checking for duplicate address, it's okay, and try to ping 10.1.1.1 the IP address of router. You can see I get ICMP echo reply correctly without any problem. But till this point, we just have the virtual items. Another configuration we can add. Let me stop both of the PCs and delete these items and use another one named cloud. With cloud, really you can connect your virtual defined lab into another computer or to another any device. It's maybe your really computer OS, your really operating system, your really Windows. Maybe this one of your virtual machines that runs by VMware workstation player, or maybe one of your another really computers in your really networks that connected through the switch in one building with your computer that runs GNS3. Well, let me check what can I do. Right click, configure, select this one, show special Ethernet interfaces. If you select this one, you will get all physical and virtual network interfaces you have. Wi-Fi and another items, all connected devices. For example, I have Ethernet network address, but because it's unplugged, it don't shown here. It doesn't shown here. Well, for example, let me we do it some complexity, some professional. Well, close this, close the router. I run VMware workstation and wait to start. For example, I have server 2019. Well, this one, or Kali Linux, for example, Kali Linux. This Kali Linux is okay. This. And run this also. And select. The Windows is better. I click right on the installed virtual server on my VMware Workstation Pro and going to network adapter. I can select bridge, NAT, host only, custom, or segment. I want to use, for example, VMnet3. What's VMnet3? VMnet 14, 15. What are these? Look at this one. In virtual, in VMware Workstation, you can go to Edit, Virtual Network Editor. Wait. This one. When you install the virtual, when you install the VMware Workstation, it will be automatically installs these virtual network interfaces. Look at these items. Sorry for late. This, for example, when you install VMware Workstation or any virtualization software such as VirtualBox, it will be installed. It will install some of these virtual networks. For example, VMnet 0, VMnet 1, and VMnet 8, and I added another items. Well, so you can add, select change settings, and these will be enabled, and add network, and select another virtual machine, virtual network interfaces, sorry, and add to the your computer and your OS. I don't need anymore. I have VMnet 0 to 1, 2, 3, 8. Well, so in this virtual machine, I select right click on that, select settings, and going to network adapter, and go to custom, and select VMnet 3, for example. Well, keep in mind VMnet 3, remember, please, VMnet 3, and what about our IP address. Ethernet. Change adapter settings. Our IP address I should select inside the range of defined in GNS3. We have that. We have there 10.1.1.1, 10.1.1.2. I can select 10.1.1.10 with subnet mask 255 and select OK. VMnet 3. Well, I can going to cloud that I added to this page. Right click, configure, tick, check mark, vmnet 3, add. It's okay. Then going to select the connection, click and select the vmnet 3 and connect to Ethernet 0, one of the switch layer 2 interfaces. Well, okay, sorry, my configuration doesn't work, so I forced to change the interface. Sometimes may happen this one. I select vmnet 8, custom vmnet 8, and if look at this one, network editor, we can you should check these items. vmnet 8, for example, please ensure that the DHCP is disabled, unchecked, and this should be on host only item. It's okay. That's all. And IP address is configured 10.1.1.10. Well, and going to this cloud, configure again. Sorry, cloud. Right click, configure, check mark, select vmnet 8, add, apply, OK. Select connection type, select the vmnet 8, select one port of switch. Okay, that's good. This is 10.1.1.1. Okay, show IP interface brief 10.1.1.1. Okay, keep in mind. And this cloud is connected to my virtual installed server, that is 10.1.1.10. Another items must I check vmnet 8. It should be on DHCP automatically. Okay, it's my really network, it's my really computer OS. And I open command line, ping 10.1.1.1, and we see correctly, completely okay communication occurred, and that's one. That's it. And that's it. We could make the communication between another software, between my Windows server in another software, which is VMware Workstation, means my virtualized operating system, one of my virtualized operating system, into the another software, simulated or emulator software, which is GNS3, and proof that we could connect to the another operating system, that is router Cisco, sorry. I repeat again all of items one by one. First, you need add in edit menu, preferences, iOS routers, new, you need add iOS for each devices may you want to be able to connect that. For example, Cisco routers and so on. This is the first step. The second step is adding some devices, drag and drop, for example, router 3745 model or 3600 and any other items. This is the second phase. And third one is connecting devices to each other through this item, through connection. For example, such as this one. Number 4 or fourth step is start all devices one by one. Right click and then select start. Step 5. For configuring devices such as routers, switches, and so on, or virtual PCs or other items, by right-click that and start. The second item, if you want can connect your devices into another computer or into another devices outside of these virtual lab, for example, connecting to like this example, like this lab. Connecting to a virtualized installed Windows in your VirtualBox or in your VMware workstation by cloud. You should add cloud. Right click on that, configure, select this check mark, and add some virtual network interface card, which has been installed on VMware workstation installation items or installation time. And if it's okay, then you can select connection between the switch or your device and on your predefined and virtualized network interface card, that you selected and added in that I said in previous times. And other items maybe you want to add and they are here. If you select this one with new template, you can install an appliance for GNS3 or important predefined and exported items, or manually create a new template, for example, for install an appliance. If I click next, you can see many items that you will be add. For example, Cisco many devices, ASA firewalls, and any item or item FortiGate, for example, pfSense firewall, and the WatchGuard, and in the guest systems, AAA for accounting or radius servers, many operating systems such as CentOS, such as DNS, FortiAnalyzer, Juniper, Kerio, or you can see it's very complete software that you can add, and you can select more models for routers, many models for Cisco from 1700 to 7200 for XR series, Cisco iOS, mikrotik, Juniper, any other items, and switches, for example, Cisco switches, Juniper switches, mikrotik, and many complete items addable for your virtual laboratory configured. The whole process was the same. I explained step by step that you can perform and practice. Of course, we can have many more possibilities that I will not present here, but because I don't want to confuse you, I will teach them in the next videos in the CCNA course, or maybe another course. I said the important things here. That's it. and have a nice time, and see you in the next video. If you have any question about configuring, if you have occurs any error or any problem for installing and configuring GNS3, please feel free for leave me the comment under this video. Have a nice time. See you in the next videos. Bye.